Georgia's #2 catcher in 2025, number 19 nationally, and a Kennesaw State commits, that Hunter Stonecipher, catcher here at Georgia's preseason All-State. Hunter, man, appreciate the time.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start off with that Kennesaw State commitment. What did you like about the Owls, and why did you ultimately decide that was going to be the spot for you?
I love the Owls because they recruit with a purpose. They have a plan for each guy they recruit, and they have a purpose. They know what they're wanting to do with each player that they get, and that means they select them carefully. They take care into who they commit, and they care about you as just as much as a person as a player.
Talk about you as a catcher. I know that the baseball scouts, they talk about, you know, the clean transitions. You have the pop time down into the 1-9-2s. What do you feel like from a fundamental standpoint of the strengths for you as a catcher?
Perhaps the best thing that works for me is I'm able to adapt to pitching well. I'm able to handle multiple types of pitchers somewhat well and kind of bring the best out of them in order to get the best results that I can for my team.
All right, well, I'm glad you took us there because we're at a showcase. You thrived at the Future Games this past summer representing Georgia. Those are environments where you're going to have to work with some pitchers that you may not know, and you have to learn very quickly. How does that process work for you when you know it's like, I'm trying to show myself here the best I can, but this is really this pitcher trying to get the most out of this environment?
Right, you have to work with your pitcher. You have to adapt because no pitcher is going to have everything they need on the first pitch. They're not going to have everything they want to have in an outing, so you have to work with them to find what works best and be able to showcase not only what you're doing, but they're doing the best.
How do you then compartmentalize it when you go into an environment like a showcase, like a Future Games, when there's all these eyes on you and you're certainly trying to help somebody else look good?
It's a lot of visualization. You got to prepare yourself mentally. You got to envision what the situation is going to be like, and you got to put yourself in a position to where you feel like you're going to be in a natural place when you get there.
Who do you look towards as a catcher and say, if I could take a little bit of his game, a little bit of his game? Who are those people for you?
Well, I love Real Muto because he's the king of receiving. And he's also incredible in terms of pop times. He leads the MLB in the average pop time, and he's a perfect example of being super athletic and using that to his advantage because he uses lots of stances, and he uses them in ways that gets the best out of his pitches.
When you get your own pop time down into that 1-9-2 range, how much better can it get? I mean, and how do you kind of take small steps towards improving it when you get to numbers that are already at an elite level?
Well, you can always improve each little aspect of it. So the biggest thing perhaps is the arm strength, because as I grow, as I get bigger, my arm's going to get stronger, so that's going to naturally feed into a better pop time. But also you got to work on the mechanics and be able to quickly get the ball out of the mitt into your right hand and be able to throw it, get that right foot into the ground and get it out of your hand quickly and let the arm strength do the work.
Everyone loves a catcher who can receive. They also really love a catcher who can hit. So what are those things for you that you're focused on getting better at the plate?
For me, hitting is all about being quick. I try to be as quick to the ball as possible, and I do that in order to be able to let the ball travel as far as possible before making a decision on the pitch. And if I'm quick, I'm able to put the ball where I want it. I'm able to see more pitches, and over the fall I had about 15 walks, so it's definitely helping in that regards, and that plays into my ability to hit balls farther and get more pitches to see.
Awesome, Hunter. Fantastic stuff, man. Wishing you nothing but the best. Make sure you keep it locked here. We're going to have so much more from Georgia's preseason All-State.